The time now, it's 12 noon on this Wednesday afternoon, August the 13th, 2014. On Wednesday, time now for the Waterman Judiciary PJ Wiggins, the Noontime Report. Wednesday afternoon, August 13th, 2014. Good evening, everybody. Our current conditions at 12 noon in Norton, Massachusetts. We got 69 degrees on temperature, overcast skies, humidity 9%, wind speed east about 12, gusting up to 21 miles per hour, barometer 20.8 inches, 2.66 degrees, the visibility of 10 miles. Alright, let's take a look at our radar scope. It shows periodic bands of light to moderate bands range from much of eastern Massachusetts, northern Bristol and Plymouth counties, and stretching out of much of Massachusetts, Rhode Island, much of eastern and western Connecticut, and stretching to eastern New York, and it's stretching far as north as Vermont, New Hampshire, up into Maine, and up into Quebec, and spotty bands of rain showers from northeastern and central and north central portions of Pennsylvania and central New York here. And some spotty rain showers in the eastern portions of Ontario and western portions of Quebec here. And we're seeing some spotty showers and storms off the Carolina and Georgia coastlines, and spotty rain showers around the western coast of Florida, 75 quarter of Tallahassee down from Tampa down through Fort Myers. It's covered with spotty rain showers and storms from the Gulf of Mexico and off the northeastern portions of Mexico here, and some spotty rain showers around north central Arizona and western New Mexico and Colorado down for southern Utah. And a line of rain showers in east central portions of Wyoming and Montana down for southwestern Saskatchewan and down for southeastern portions of Alberta. A line of rain showers around the southwestern Idaho. Spotty rain showers in northern California down to southern Oregon and western portions of Washington. And spotty rain showers in south central portions of British Columbia down for central Alberta here. Maine areas, Canada. Good morning, 72 degrees with clear skies. Penfield, Illinois. Good evening, good afternoon, 74 degrees with clear skies here. And we're seeing two areas of cloudiness. One area of cloudiness covering much of New England and stretching to down for Gulf states, and stretching to western New York, Pennsylvania, eastern Ohio, down for Kentucky, and then up into Ontario, down on to Quebec here. And a line of clouds covering much of the four-quarter region down for Wyoming and Montana, stretching to Idaho, Oregon, and Washington State down for south central British Columbia, Alberta, down for Saskatchewan, and down for southwestern portions of Manitoba and eastern North Dakota here. And let's take a look at a map situation here, and it shows cold front down for Alberta, stationary front from southwestern Saskatchewan down for Montana, down for warm front down for Wyoming here. Cold front from Minnesota down for northern Wisconsin, down for northern Michigan, and down for Ontario, down for stationary front around Quebec here, and a pink front from eastern Ontario down for New York State, down for Pennsylvania, down to New Jersey, and a warm front of Alberta, Virginia, not to see, and a cold front down for the Virginias and down for the Gulf states here. And followed by from southeastern British Columbia with a low pressure down for Washington, Oregon, low pressure in front of boundary from down for Nevada, and a low pressure boundary down for California, and a low pressure boundary from southeastern California down to the Gulf of Mexico, and for the boundary down to the Gulf of Mexico, central Gulf of Mexico. Wow! Followed by from southeastern New Mexico down for western Texas, Oklahoma down to Kansas, and a followed by from southeastern Quebec down for northern Maine down to New Brunswick, and a followed by from New York down to Pennsylvania. And we got low pressure in eastern Colorado, and eastern Ontario and northwestern Quebec here, and eastern Virginia and western Kansas. Here we got high pressure in Yellowstone Valley, southeastern Nebraska, and southwestern Missouri, and south central Colorado, and northwestern portions of Ontario. 66 degrees on temperature out in Boston, and 71 out in New York City, 78 out in Washington D.C., 63 in Pittsburgh, a pair of 70s in Detroit and Chicago, a pair of 71s in Omaha and Minneapolis, 69 in Kansas State, 78 in Dallas, Texas, 84 in Ramsville, Texas, 74 in Atlanta, 88 in Miami, 75 out in Phoenix, 72 in Albuquerque, it's 68 out in Denver, 65 out in Salt Lake City, 72 in Great Falls, Montana, 61 in Seattle and San Francisco, 68 out in Los Angeles, and it's 80 out in Las Vegas. Current conditions around the region, we have 66 degree temperature reading in Boston, 67 in Boston Harbor, pair of 67s in Fitchburg and in Lynn, pair of 65s in Bedford and Gloucester, 66 in Haverhill, 64 in Worcester, 65 in Sturbridge and Webster, 67 in Norwood, 68 in Taunton, 70 in New Bedford and Plymouth and Provincetown, pair of 68 in Fairmouth and Cape Cod Bay, 70 in Martha's Vineyard, 65 out in Nantucket, 64 in Chatham, 72 in Block Island, 71 in Wesley, 70 in Providence, 68 in Smithfield, 69 in Springfield, 66 down in Northampton, 67 in Greenfield, 66 in Northampton, 64 in Pittsfield, 79 in Albany, 66 in Bennington, 63 in Brattleboro, 66 in Keene, New Hampshire 6-4, Jeffrey, New Hampshire 6-4, Chester, New Hampshire 6-5, Concord, New Hampshire 6-7, and Nashville, New Hampshire 6-6, and Portsmouth, New Hampshire 6 at Windsor Loxton and Hartford at Meredith, 68 at Waterbury, 68 at Danbury, 73 at Waven and Long Island, 75 at Bridgeport, 72 in Islip, 73 in Islip, and 76 in New York City. Here, let's take a look at our forecast discussion around the country. Shows a threat for heavy rains and flash flooding will continue ahead of a development low pressure throughout the northeast. And numerous showers and thunderstorms with the potential for localized flash flooding expected over the southwest. And the threat for heavy rains and flash flooding will continue ahead of an area of development. Low pressure moves toward the northeast United States. Precipitation will come to an end as a low intended front clears by the Mid-Atlantic and the New England coast. And the dry front and the pleasant mass continues to place over the Midwest will move into the region and the tail energy of the boundary. And expect to start linger over the southeast coast of the Gulf Coast, serving a focus of convection along the Gulf Coast of Florida in the next few days. Over the northwest, a deep upper vortex and restriction with a cold front gradually moving onwards. Showers and storms are expected over the northwest and northern Rockies and events in the system and the red flag warnings remain in. Affected interior in Washington, Oregon to the adjacent portions of Idaho and farther south areas of moisture to lift across the southwest will help ignite scattered numerous showers and thunderstorms over the four corner states in the next few days and pull up more suitable moisture filling those shrubs that allow for heavy downpours that could lead to localized areas of flash flooding. Here, in our forecast discussion in New England here, and it shows a strong low pressure system will bring heavy rain to the region today. Areas of urban and localized flash flooding are the main threats with a low probability for isolated strong to severe thunderstorms across Connecticut, Rhode Island, and southeastern Massachusetts. A drain trend develops tonight and continues into the Thursday and Friday. However, isolated showers may develop across inland areas during the daylight hours on Thursday and Friday. Expect generally dry conditions Saturday, then the chance for showers will move on Friday the region Sunday. Main minor adjustment that pops up. QPF would be abreast of latest trends and updated the coastal flood advisory to ensure the work and part of areas were included as well, likely the case of high tides. And heavy rain will be exemplary flooded along some urban coastal areas. The temperatures are just rising very slowly, given it clouds of rain. Okay, nothing brewing in the Atlantic in the tropics. Ooh, just latest, it's on Tropical Storm Karina. Settled location, 70.2 to the north, 111.0 to the west. Maximum same winds, 40 miles per hour. Winds west about 50 miles per hour. Hurricane on Friday. Morning here. And okay, the latest advisory on Karina here, 70.2 to the north, 111.0 to the west, about 110 miles, 48 kilometers south of the Square Island, and about 40 miles, 6 and 45 kilometers south of the southern tip of the Baja California maximum same winds, 40 miles per 65 kilometers an hour. Present movement west of 28 degrees at 50 miles per 24 kilometers an hour. The limit of central pressure 1,005 millibars. 28 up to 68 inches, and there are no coastal waters and waters in effect. At 8 o'clock Pacific time, 50 UTC, the center of tropical storm Karina was located due to longitude 17.2 to the north, longitude 111.0 to the west. That Karina is moving towards the west near 50 miles per 24 kilometers an hour. This general motion is expected to continue for the next couple of days. Maximum sustained winds are near 40 miles per 65 kilometers an hour with higher gusts, and driven is forecasted during the next 40 hours. And Karina could become a hurricane by Friday. Tropical storm force winds extend outwards 35 miles per 55 kilometers from the center of the central pressure is 1,005 millibars and 29.68 inches. Next complete by 2 p.m. Pacific time. Here. And satellite data and surface observations indicate that area of low pressure about 1,300 miles east-southeast of the big island of Hawaii is gradually becoming better defined. Shower and thunderstorm activities also become a little better organized, and environmental conditions expected to become more conducive for development in the next several days when the system enters the Central Pacific Hurricane Center's area responsibility for formation chance for 4 hours, medium 30% formation chance for 5 days, high 70%. And Hurricane Julio at 5 a.m. Hawaiian time. .3 to the north, 159.2 to the west. Maximum same winds 75 miles per movement in the northwest, about 8 miles per movement in the northeast, and meandering down through a curve here. Okay, as Hurricane Julio is moving slowly northwest and far north of Hawaii, as location 30.3 to north, 159.2 to the west, about 625 miles, 10 kilometers north of Honolulu, Hawaii. Map the same wind, 75 miles per hour, 120 kilometers an hour. And pairs of movement northwest of 315 degrees at 8 miles per hour. Minimum central pressure 99 millibars or 29.21 inches. And there are no coastal watches and warnings in effect. At 5 a.m. Wine time, 50 on UTC, the center of Hurricane Julio was located during the latitude 30.3 to the north, longitude 159.2 to the west. Julio is moving toward the northwest near 8 miles per hour, 13 kilometers at a distance. System is expected to continue moving slowly northwestward. That's water fall. By a turn toward the north later today, Julio's forecast moves northwestward as a slighter, faster forward speed Thursday and Thursday night. And maximum saying winds at near 75 miles per hour, 120 kilometers an hour with higher gusts. Some gradual weakness forecast until he may become a strong tropical storm later today tonight. Initial snow weakening is effective Thursday and Thursday night, and hurricane force winds extend outward up to 30 miles per hour, 45 kilometers from the center. Tropical storm force winds extend outward up to 125 miles or 205 kilometers to the minimum pressure is 99 millibars, 21 inches. Here. Nothing brewing in the Asian tropics here. So let's take a look at the today's highs. We will see 70 in We will see 72 for Boston, 70 for Worcester, 77 in Albany and Hartford, Connecticut, 82 to New York City, 70 in Rutland, Vermont and Portland, Maine, and 69 in Concord, New Hampshire. So, Eastern New York and Western Massachusetts and Connecticut and New York City vicinity can see 7782, while here in Eastern Massachusetts and Eastern New England, 69 to 72 degrees will be the norm for today's high range here. Okay, this is a 10:40 AM radar update. Heavy rain headed northeast and showers and the storms develop for afternoon as a water spat possible. Rainfall rates 1 and 2 inches an hour, and heavy rain yellow affects northern Massachusetts and southwest New Hampshire for early afternoon. And avoid flooded roads and break the sun over the waters. Southern New England will help a few showers and storms develop, and conditions are favorable of its slight water spread over the coastal waters here. And we're seeing a view from the outside, and it is a rainy Wednesday on tap. And it's a good thing I planned my grocery shopping yesterday evening instead of today, because I would have been soaked. Here. So it's best bet. And we have lots and lots of advisories here. Flood advisory, urban and small stream flood advisory for northwestern Bristol County and southeast Massachusetts, southeastern Worcester County and central Massachusetts, south central Middlesex County and northeast Massachusetts, Norfolk County and eastern Massachusetts, northern Providence County and Rhode Island, and north central Bristol County and Rhode Island. Until 3 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. At 10:56 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, Doppler radar indicated heavy rain that will cause minor urban and small stream flooding, and radar indicates rainfall rates of a half inch to a locally 1 inch per hour possible over the advisory area. In fact, early this afternoon, overflow and for drainage areas will result in minor flooding in the advisory area, particularly in the urban areas. Some locations that will experience minor flooding include the communities of Western, Newton, Pawtucket, Framingham, Taunton, East Providence, Woonsocket, Marlborough, Shrewsbury, Cumberland, Natick, North Providence, Franklin, Needham, North Andover, Norwood, Milford, Wellesley, Stoughton, Attleboro, Dedham, Walpole, Mansfield, Easton, Canton, Smithfield, Lincoln, Central Falls, Norton, and Westboro have flood advisories issued for minor urban and small stream flooding. Do not drive at flooded roads. And a flash flood warning in effect for northwestern Bristol County and in Massachusetts, southeastern Worcester County, southwestern Norfolk County and Massachusetts, northern Providence County, and north central Bristol County in Rhode Island. Until 3:15 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time at 11:21 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time, top of radar indicated a swath of moderate to heavy rain across the warden area, and the radar estimates that 2 inches of rain already fallen over the portions of the far northern Rhode Island, and rainfall rates of 1 or 2 inches per hour are expected within the warden area early this afternoon. As a result, flash flooding is expected. The main threats is urban flash flooding as well as rapid inundation of over low lying and poor drainage areas, and however, small stream flooding is also possible. Some locations that will experience flooding include Pawtucket, Taunton, East Providence, Woonsocket, Cumberland, North Providence, Franklin, Johnstown, North Andover, Stoughton, Attleboro, Mansfield, Easton, Smithfield, Lincoln, Central Falls, Norton, Sharon, Foxborough, Bellingham, Barrington, Burville, Swansea, Seacock, Uxbridge, North Smithfield, Rehoboth, Norfolk, Brentford, and Gloucester. Be cautious, prepare sections of rapid and potentially life-threatening flooding in streets and underpasses diminished. Do not drive at flooded roads and find alternate routes. A flash flood warning is issued for rapidly and potentially life-threatening flooding in the urban areas. Avoid flooded roads of the bay. Road closures those near small streams. Let's head for higher ground immediately. And we have a flash flood watch continues for portions of northern Connecticut and Massachusetts and southern New Hampshire and Rhode Island until 8 p.m. this evening. Rain will continue moving northeast over spread of Rhode Island, Massachusetts, and southwest New Hampshire. This morning into this afternoon, rain will be heavy at times and widespread. 1 to 2 inches rainfall is expected with localized amounts of 3 to 5 inches possible. Rain will taper off from early this evening from west to east. And the rain may be accompanied by emitted thunderstorms resulting in torrential rainfall rates up to 2 inches in 1 hour if possible. In a few locations, this will bring the potential for urban and localized flash flooding, and some small stream flooding is also possible. A flash flood watch means that conditions may develop that lead to flash flooding. Flash flooding is a very dangerous situation. You should monitor later flash flood warnings and forecast to be prepared to take action should flash flood warnings be issued. Day 1 today night, flash flood watch in addition to being low probability for isolated severe weather today. The main threat would be isolated strong wind gusts, but there is a low probability for a brief tornado. At day 2 for 7:30 for Tuesday, no hazard weather expected at the time here. Okay, let's take a look at our 7-day forecast. It goes like this. A wet Wednesday attack, rain and possibly a thunderstorm. Some storms produce heavy rainfall. Areas of fog, high under 32 degrees and southeast wind about 10 to 13 miles per gusts. As high as 32 miles per chance of precipitation is 100% of rainfall amounts between a half and a 3/4 inch possible. Tonight, showers likely may before midnight, patchy otherwise. Cloud skies and gradually becoming part cloud skies, low 61 degrees and calm wind becoming westbound 5 miles per hour after midnight and chance of precipitation is 6%. New rainfall amounts between a 10 to 1/4 inch possible on Thursday. Sun sky under 38 degrees and west wind about 7 to 10 miles per hour. Thursday night, most of the good sky low 56 degrees and southwest wind about 5 miles becoming calm in the evening. Friday, most of the sun sky under 38 degrees and light west wind becoming southwest about 5 to 9 miles per hour in the morning. Friday night, podcast sky low 57 degrees and Saturday, sun sky under 39 degrees. Saturday night, podcast sky low 60 degrees. Sunday, chance of showers, but sun sky under 80 degrees. Chance of precipitation is 40%. Sunday night, chance of showers, but cloud skies low 61 degrees. Chance of precipitation is 30%. Monday, both the sun sky under 39 degrees. Monday night, podcast sky low 62 degrees. And Tuesday, both the sun sky under 39 degrees. Peter's weather phrase of the day: a rainy Wednesday in store. Peter Channel News time is now 12:18. It's time now for a little traffic report. At 95 on the northbound side, slow from Providence all the way up in the 295 in Alberta due to a slow go commute on this rainy Wednesday, and Route 3 on the southbound side. Slow from Route 18 Weymouth all the way down to Derby Street in Hingham due to an accident on Route 3 on the southbound side near Derby Street in Hingham on the southbound side, and it's backed up on the northbound side from Hanover all the way up to Derby Street in Hingham here. And Mass Pike on the westbound side, a little slow from Austin Brighton tolls down to Newton due to apparent accidents. One on Mass Pike westbound side in Brighton and one on the westbound side under in train 15 Newton corner was reported by DOT. And we're seeing an accident on 128 northbound near Highland Avenue and an accident near Route 17, Route 135, exit 17 in Needham here, so trust us some extra time in the area. But otherwise, a smooth sailing commute, just contending with rain on this Wednesday afternoon. Peter Channel News time is now 12:19, and it's time now for the Peter Channel News on Noontime reporting this August 13, 2014. Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Victor Wiggins, and here's what's happening in the world news. Lauren Bacall ran in the most complete experience ever had. At only 19 when she made her Hollywood debut, Bacall was known for her deep, husky voice and the look associated with her chin low and eyes up toward the actor at camera as Lauren Bacall, dead at the age of 89. Over the last week, the plight of Iraq's Yazidi religious minority has captured the world's attention of thousands of Yazidis fleeing violent Sunni militants called Islamic State has been stranded on a mountain in northeastern Iraq without food, water, or shelter. The apparent suicide of Hollywood funnyman Robin Williams on Monday at the age of 63 left celebrities stunned to learn their silver screen friend and compatriot had died on Monday. Gaza Strip, Gaza City, a Palestinian look at a heavy destruction in Al-Shaf neighborhood. A Palestinian man looked at this heavy destruction in Al-Shaf neighborhood of Gaza City during a 72-hour ceasefire on August 11th on Monday. A soldier stood guard at a roadblock outside the Kidima district last week after Sierra Leone deported troops to enforce a year-long quarantine in the eastern part of the country. Kiev warns of Russia. Ukraine denounced Russia's dispatch of a humanitarian aid convoy now advancing toward the border as an act of unbounded cynicism serving pro-Russian separatists, and the UN said death toll had fighting. In Alabama's Steubenville, Ohio, a former Ohio high school football player found guilty of raping a 16-year-old girl after an alcohol-fueled party 2 years ago was returned to the field Tuesday with his old team. Gaza Strip, Associated Press, video journalist and a freelance Palestinian translator worked with and were killed Wednesday when ordnance left over from Israeli Hamas fighting exploded as they were reported on in the aftermath of the war. In Baghdad, Nouri al-Maliki stuck to his guns and refused to accept his removal as Iraq's prime minister on Wednesday, but his hold on power was tenuous as Iran's supreme leader, a longtime Maliki aide, an ally, publicly backed his replacement. Islamic states and churches that seized towns and villages from rival Islamic groups in the Syrian province of Aleppo opened the way for further westward advances and an organization monitoring the war in Syria said on Wednesday. In Lahore, the Lahore High Court has barred the Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf PTI and Pakistan Awami Tehreek from launching an unconstitutional Azadi March in the Inqilab March. In Ferguson, Missouri, the chief of the police there said on Tuesday that he had reconsidered his decision to release his name of a police officer involved in a fatal shooting of an unarmed African-American teenager and would not do so because of concerns about his privacy. The lawyer for Africa Hernandez, the New Hampshire girl, was disappeared on 9 months. Said she was violently abducted and endured numerous acts of unspeakable violence. In New York, more than 2 hours and 2 months worth of rain fell in 2 hours on New York's Long Island suburbs on Wednesday, caused a flash flood and swamping cars on major roads that were turning rivers during the morning rush hour. Thunderstorms helped fight some northwest wildfires as a massive dramatic dust storm moves toward the barn in Harrington, Washington. Here, more than often associated with the southwest of the dust storm blew for eastern Washington and northern Idaho on Tuesday evening. Federal investigators have identified the man who allegedly sent threatening message to Senate Majority Leader Harry Reid and his family. Amazon local register would allow local business to accept credit card and debit card transactions from a smartphone and tablet across users to download a new mobile app and intelligent Amazon provided card readable to the mobile device. Retail sales were flat in July in the midst of expectations as weak car demand held back growth for excluded motor vehicles and auto parts sales, which can be volatile with retail sales climb 0.1% on Commerce Department said Wednesday. U.S. stocks rose on Wednesday with a Dow turning positive for the year as investors sought bargains amid signs of easing tensions in Ukraine and Iraq, which overshadowed some weak reads on the retail sector. In New York, oil prices slipped Wednesday after U.S. storage data showed crude supply as unexpected rose last week, and Knight's read over for September delivery recently fell 58 cents or 0.6% to 96.79 a barrel on the New York Mercantile Exchange. Macy's Incorporated cut its full-year same-store sales forecast after second quarter sales failed to make up for weakness in the first quarter when harsh weather kept shoppers away. 2 years after the most recent installment in the series, a new sound and a video game has been announced that talent involved is being huge as Norman Reedus and Guillermo del Toro bring back Silent Hill back to life. And Arbor Networks graphics show the 7 drop out of Newark to traffic from Syria on November 29, 2012 as the country essentially raced from network routing tables. After weeks of speculation surrounding Samsung's premium metal handset, it's official. The Galaxy app was on its way to sleek answer to Apple's iPhone and slated to arrive in September, just in time to go head-to-head with the iPhone 6. To use Microsoft service computers feel like a bit of a zoo animal set up by the airplane tray table and people stare at it. Robin Williams' 25-year-old daughter, Zelda Williams, has received some kind words from none other than Frances Bean Cobain, the daughter of late iconic Nirvana frontman Kurt Cobain. Singer Celine Dion has put her career on hold indefinitely for health and family reasons. The 46-year-old said on her website she was canceling all performance to focus on her health, her husband's health, and their children. Familiar preseason hopefuls will meet on Foxborough on Friday when the New England Patriots play host to the Philadelphia Eagles. There, State Bombers' new owner, the Los Angeles Clippers, the NBA announced Tuesday it completed a $2 billion purchase from the battle of former owner Donald Sterling. Iranian mathematician working in the U.S. has been becoming the first ever female winner to celebrate Fields Medal, and the landmark halo that's long overdue. Professor Maryam Mirzakhani was recognized for her work on complex geometry. Researchers have surprised them to sequencing the genome of the Antarctic midge as the tiniest insect genome ever sequenced. The bug is just 99 million base pairs of nucleotides, which is smaller than the body genome of the body loss was 105 million. New data from the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention shows that birth rates among unmarried women in the U.S. between the ages of 35 to 39 that shot up 40% during 2002 and 2012. Well, that it's coming up to increased stroke risk versus possible chiropractic link. Now, you have to worry about going under now. Fear? Okay, let's take a look at a New England Incident Alert page at the noon hour here. And a motor vehicle accident on Mass Pike eastbound near exit 17 for a reported motor vehicle accident with entrapment, and Newton and Boston working on it. Vehicle foot chase in Abington, Massachusetts on Court Street in Brockton. Abington Police Department pursued into Brockton. Suspect bailed on foot on Charlene Street, believed to be on foot near the power lines. Here. And Peter Shell News Time is now 12:26. And it is time now for the Noontime Stock Market Report from CNBC.com. And we're going to start off in the U.S. markets here, where the Dow was up 16,644.12, up 83.58. S&P 500 1945.29, up 11.54, and Nasdaq 44.25 at a 3/4 up 36.5. There, European markets here. DAX 9198.88 up 129.41, FTSE 6656.68 up 24.26, CAC 4194.79 up 32.63. Asian markets here. Nikkei 15213.63 up 52.32, Shanghai 2222.88 up 1.28, HSI 2489.34 up 200.93. Oil markets here. 9696 down 41 cents, Brent 103.34 up 32 cents, and natural gas 3.851 thousandths down 0.123 thousandths of a point here. In the gold markets here, 1310.30 down 30 cents, silver 19.775 thousandths down 13 hundredths of a point, and copper 3.113 thousandths down 0.415 thousandths of a point here. And then bonds here, US 10-year yield 2.4184% down 0.024. Treasury 10-year yield 1.027 down 3 thousandths of a point, and Japan 10-year yield 5.8 thousandths of a point down 6 thousandths of a point here. In the financial FX, European dollar, US dollar 1.3364 thousandths down 4 thousandths of a point. US dollar Germany 10 102.47 up 22 hundredths of a point, and Great Britain pound US dollar 1.6694 down 1.18 thousandths of a point. That's going to be for the Weather Magician and Peter Channel News. The Noontime went on this August 13th, 2014 on a Wednesday. PJ Whiskey Road. Good day with a good positive tune on the sports roundup right after the Red Sox and the Reds game this afternoon in Cincinnati. And I'll be back at 5 o'clock for the weather news and stock market report and traffic. Have a good day. With a good positive attitude here.